Hello and welcome back to Nursing with Evangelist. So in this video, I'm talking about how the body controls blood pressure naturally. Blood pressure is the force exerted on the walls of the arteries as the heart beats. So we have the systolic and the diastolic blood pressure. So the systolic blood pressure is the force of contraction, while the diastolic blood pressure is the force of relaxation. So when you hear diastolic, it is when the heart relaxes after it has contracted. So these mechanisms that the body uses in controlling blood pressure are handled by the kidneys and the heart. In the kidneys, we have the Renin-Angiotensin-Aldosterone System, also known as the RAAS. And then in the heart, we have the atrial natriuretic peptide, a hormone that regulates blood pressure and volume. So let's talk about the Renin-Angiotensin-Aldosterone System that takes place in the kidneys. When there is a fall in blood pressure or blood volume, the afferent arteriole inside the nephron releases an enzyme known as renin. This renin triggers the conversion of angiotensinogen, which is a protein produced in the liver. It triggers the conversion of this angiotensinogen to angiotensin 1. And after it has triggered this conversion, the angiotensin 1 is then converted further into angiotensin 2 under the influence of the angiotensin converting enzymes. So this enzyme is responsible for converting angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2, which is a very potent vasoconstrictor. When this has been released, it's going to stimulate the adrenal cortex to secrete the hormone aldosterone. And what this aldosterone does is that it increases the reabsorption of sodium and water, and also plays a role in the excretion of potassium. When there is vasoconstriction as a result of angiotensin 2, it's going to trigger a rise in blood pressure. This is what we want because the blood pressure was falling. It's going to bring the blood pressure to rise. And again, the reabsorption of water and sodium by the aldosterone hormone is also going to cause the blood volume to expand and then result in increased blood pressure. After all this has been achieved, this process is going to shut down through the negative feedback mechanism. Now, over to the heart, how the heart controls blood pressure. Now that the RAAS has increased the blood pressure, or the blood pressure could have been increased by any other factor, the heart has a role to play in bringing this blood pressure down so it doesn't cause complications for the person. When the blood pressure is increased, it stretches the atria. So as the atria are stretched, it releases the hormone atrial natriuretic peptide. What this hormone does is to reduce the reabsorption of water and sodium in the body. When the reabsorption of water and sodium in the body is reduced, it's going to lead to proper excretion of water and sodium out of the body. This mechanism is going to result in reduced blood volume and thereafter reduced blood pressure. These are the basic ways the body controls blood pressure so that it doesn't get too high or too low. If you've learned something in this video, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and do well to share this video with your friends. You will be glad you did. Bye.